Hi guys, for my presentation I'm going to give y'all a quick run through on how I am making my cave structures in Unreal Engine 5.6. So I've opened up a new project for us so we can do a full walkthrough from the beginning in a third person. So what we want to do is we want to add a new level. We'll put it in basic. Then in the content browser at the bottom of your screen, click the add button, add feature or content pack, and we'll go over content, starter content, add this to project. Now this is just so that we have some good materials, okay? So now that we have this sorted, we'll go to the top left of our window. In this little drop down, we'll click landscape to add our landscape. So it comes up with this nice green thing here. For now, we're not going to worry about this. This is all fine, and we'll go create. Awesome. So now we have our gorgeous new landscape. So what I'll do is we'll head over to our outliner, we'll click this, and we'll add a material. So not the first one, but the second one. We'll go into here, we'll click this and say grass. There you go, we've got some lovely, slightly yellowed grass. Okay, now we'll use the sculpt tool to make ourselves a nice little set of hills here. Actually, I'll just beef that up a bit. There we go. The name of the game is Speed. Alrighty. Okay, so now that we've got this awesome hill here, in order to make a cave, we need to use the visibility brush, this big eyeball button here. Now, immediately off the bat, we're seeing a bit of an issue. It's red. Red means bad. And then we have this little pop-up that says, note, there are some areas where visibility painting is disabled because component/proxy don't have a landscape visibility mask node in their material. And you go, uh-oh, that's not good. Nothing happens when I click. Oh no. Well, good news, friends. There's a very easy solution that was nearly impossible to find. So what we're going to do is we're going to double click on this material here, and it'll take us to our material node tree. Look at this gorgeous thing. Amazing. Now, in order for this to work, right, is we need something to go into our opacity mask layer. Something that we need to go in there is a landscape visibility mask node. So what we can do is we can right click just anywhere along here, go into the search and search up landscape visibility mask. Right. So now that we've got this is supposed to go into the opacity mask. Now, slight issue, the opacity mask is not available. Easy solution, y'all. So we go over to the left side of our screen here and see on the second bit down where it says opaque. You click this little drop down, you click masked. It's suddenly visible. Now we can chuck this in there. Bang, bang, boom, Bob's your uncle. We'll click apply, we'll click save, we'll wait for that to load, and then we can exit out of that and we go, okay, immediately better. It's not big scary red, and that condescending note is gone. So I'm just going to do a click. Oh my god, there's a hole. Amazing. So this is how we can create our big luscious caves now. So just so I can show y'all how this is going to work for our player, we'll get out of that. We'll go into selection mode. We'll click our player start. Actually, first we'll move our little base bit there. And we'll click our player start. That way we don't fall through the map when we load it. All right. Now that we've done that, we'll click play. And oh my god, look. We can just walk right into this hill. There's nothing in here. Hooray! Now the collisions are a little weird around the corners, and there is a thing where you can just go, hold on, straight through if you muck around with the camera like that, but I'm sure that you can fix that with just adding in some static meshes. And if you want to add, sculpt more of a cave environment underneath that layer of landscape, well, I've got great news for you as well. You can go into that landscape option again, right? Click manage, click new, and repeat the same process, but to create your inside bit, right? So yeah, that's how I've kind of fixed that little problem there. And that kind of calls it for my little presentation / tutorial. I hope that this was helpful. I know that it took me yonks to find this answer. Maybe y'all found it super quick and maybe I'm just a little bit silly, but regardless, thank you so much for your time and I'm open to questions. Cheers.